Color Bombs! This is the newest budget title from Artie Maddox. They tend to release simple games at budget prices. Now first off, I need to disclose that this was sent to me from the publisher. Now the main problem I have with this publisher is that the games I feel shouldn't exist on the Wii U, as they should kind of just release them on the phone platforms, because it feels more like one of those games. But unlike their past releases, this one actually has levels and progression. That's like a big step up for them. That's not to say that I didn't like their past titles. I think Shut the Box has the most replayability. Most of these titles tend to skew either average or below average in enjoyment of the game. Now the whole game is played like this. There are different colored bombs floating around. You have to place one impact bomb wherever you want on the screen so the other bombs can hit it. When the bomb hits it, it will expand into its own impact zone for a few seconds. So you have to get as many bombs to impact each other before they all dissipate. You have to explode a certain number of bombs depending on the level that you're at. But each subsequent level, more bombs are going to be placed on the board. But you're also going to have to explode more. Now you might notice there's different colors of the bombs, but it doesn't matter. They all blow up the same. That would have been a cool addition if maybe a certain color stayed on the screen longer, or some other random thing. Now the controls are easy. Just move your cursor to where you want the impact bomb to be, press the A button, and your job is done. Just sit back and enjoy the show. The title doesn't explain any of this to you. They just assume you're gonna get it. And to be fair, I did. But it did seem odd not to at least have a little bit of directions in the beginning. Now the game is basically luck based. You can kind of do educational guesses on where to place the impact bomb to maximize how many bombs you get in one hit. But at the end of the day, it was really more luck based. But that doesn't make it any less fun. And it was fun! I enjoyed playing the game and exploding all these bombs. Watching all of them blowing up in chain reactions was just entertaining for some reason. There are 3 modes to play: normal, advanced, and timed. One of the more disappointing parts was that the other modes are locked until you beat each of the modes. So the advanced mode will not be unlocked until you beat the regular game. And the same goes for the time mode. You have to beat the advanced mode to get that. All of the modes consist of 20 levels, each getting you more and more bombs for you to destroy. And the amount you need to destroy goes up. The only real difference between the normal and advanced play is that in the advanced mode, there are 4 bumpers to deflect the bombs, so it makes it harder for them to explode in succession. Now the bumpers do move around a little bit, but I do wish they would have moved around a lot more in the later levels. Unfortunately, they just increased the number of bombs to crazy levels. The speed mode though was the weakest. They make it so you only have 10 seconds to get the amount of bombs that you need to beat the level. But 10 seconds is not enough to figure out where to put the impact bomb. So you're just going to end up putting it in the middle of the arena and crossing your fingers and hoping you get enough before the time runs out. Now there are some major slowdown issues in the later parts of the game. Nothing that would affect your playing of the game. It was just weird to watch the action get so stuttery. But seeing how you don't have to do anything and you're just watching the action happen, it doesn't really affect the gameplay, just the watching of it. Color Bombs was a surprise. I was expecting more of this publisher's basic type of gameplay. And while it is true that it's the same kind of thing, they actually expanded on their concept when they could have just released an easy version of this game with 1 level, like they would have done in all their other releases. And the fact they didn't do this was very encouraging. Graphically, it looks okay for a budget title, and it controlled perfectly. It would have been nice if we could have used the gamepad's touchpad to place our impact bomb, but no, you have to use the analog stick. The title currently sells for $1.49, and I think that's the perfect price for it. It has 60 levels in total, and some replayability if you want to try and get perfect scores. So I do think it's worth a buy. Well, that's my review of Color Bombs. Why don't you check out my last review of the spooky adventure game, Whispering Willows. Or you can check out my classic review of Shut the Box. I thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe.